Zips Football with Terry Bowden, presented by Wentz Financial Group, is brought to you by Suma Health. It's your health, let's own it together. Bud Light, the world's famous light beer. Doubletree by Hilton Akron Fairlawn, proud to be the host hotel of Zips Football. By your Akron Canton Bryant Heating and Cooling dealers. The Spaghetti Warehouse, famous for its 15-layer lasagna. And Wentz Financial Group, investment management for your lifetime.
Hello again, everyone. Welcome to another week of University of Akron football with head coach Terry Bowden, brought to you by the Wentz Financial Group. Well, the Zips ran into a buzzsaw up at Toledo on Saturday, but the good news is, Coach, all those goals we set before the season, they're still there.
They sure are. It was a tough game. Coming off a big win against the defending champion Western Michigan at their place, then 6 days later having to play the preseason favorite to win the MAC, it was just too much. They jumped on us early. We played them even probably the second half, but could not catch up with them. Just a little bit too much for us to handle. We played a team that was on fire, and they came out firing at all cylinders and got on us big. And what we got to do now is, like you said, we've got every goal is still out there. Let's put this one behind us, learn from our mistakes, and go forward. We were 2-3 against the Western Division teams in our conference. Now let's go play the Eastern Division teams one game at a time.
I remember in the press conference last week, Coach, you said Toledo probably had the most talent in the league, and they sure proved it.
They really did. They are very talented, and offensively they are so productive. Their quarterback, maybe one of the best in the country at using his offense and making his plays work. He did a great job. They hurt us running the football. They hurt us passing the football. Their quarterback did a great job of distributing the ball all around. And like I said, they were just so talented, and we were not. I don't know if we were still a little draggy from the 6-day week and the big week we had last before, but we tried to catch up, just didn't quite have enough stuff.
We'll be back home on Saturday to take on Buffalo. That'll be an 11:30 in the morning kickoff on Saturday, InfoCision Stadium. We'll talk more about that later. But right now, let's go back up to the Glass Bowl in Toledo Saturday. The Zips against the Toledo Rockets. First half highlights brought to you by Suma Health Systems.
Nice tackle by Jamal Davis of McKinley. And he makes the opening tackle. And again, we're getting after him. But what they did, they ran for chunks. We ran for pieces. They ran for chunks. They had 300 yards of rushing, and that killed us for the day. There's a big catch. We had him covered pretty well there.
Good
Jordan George covered him well. I'm not sure if that was Jordan George, but nice coverage. They just made a great play. Good tackle right there. As you see us get back on there, Andrew Hauser jumps up. Out there, there's their quarterback. Boy, Logan, what a great quarterback. Nice interception. Ulysses Gilbert makes another interception for us. Brings the ball back. They were up 7-0. And here we gave ourselves the ball, 30-yard line, good field position. And we make a nice play here, nice catch right there. But after that catch, it was 3 and out. We did not capitalize on the turnover. And they come right back. They make a nice block there. He outruns us for the goal line. And they're up 14-0 about 8 minutes into the ball game. We come back. Here's one. We should have had a catch. It ends up being deflected to the defender. He catches the ball for the interception. They come right back. Here's the touchdown catch. And instead of us catching the ball first down, we put them in a position to be up in the first quarter, 21-0. The last games, our defense has gotten turnovers. We've gotten ahead of people. We got behind this one and never could catch up. Here's a catch to Kobe Booker. Our freshman tight end makes the nice catch. Kobe's from Barberton. But the quarter ends 21-0. Here's a touchdown pass. Watch Kobe up the middle. Wide open up the middle. Called flea flicker. We call that the old flea flicker pass, where the running back pitches it back to the quarterback, and he throws it to the tight end down the middle for the touchdown. And we're 21-7, needing a score, needing to stop them and get the next score. You got to start catching up. But their offense was so prolific. Did a great job. There's a nice tackle right there. Darius Copeland makes the tackle in the backfield. Right there, good job right there. Nice job, John Lako at middle linebacker making the tackle there. Hold them to a field goal attempt, and they make it, and they're up 24-7. And for the first time, we hold them to a field goal. That's a plus. We're coming off the 1-yard line now at 24-7. About 5 minutes left in the half, and we're off the 1-yard line. Nice play there. They get hit for pass interference. Chapman, the ball was thrown to Von Chapman. He caught 6 passes, I think, for 70 yards. Nice job there. Nice little run by Van Edwards there. Pick up a nice first down. We got a drive going. Off of that 1-yard line, there's Trevon Chapman catching a critical 3rd down catch. Getting the ball a little bit further out now. You can see us up to the 45-yard line. Tommy Woodson making some good throws. There's Austin Wolf catching his stop route for a first down. You can see us moving the ball down the field. Comes back, hits A.J. Coney for a 5-yard gain. Not a bad gain on first down. Tommy Woodson finds Austin Wolf again on the sideline to the 25-yard line. And right before the half, we've got a good drive going. And there's the big play that hurt us. He catches it on the 1-yard line right before the half is over. They rule it incomplete. We have to go back and kick a field goal, and we miss a 40-yard field goal. Missed the 40-yard field goal that would have made it 21-10, 24-10, which is a 2-score game. Yep. They come back, and we hold them here. Nice defensive effort right there to stop the running play at the line of scrimmage. They hold them to a field goal. They cannot make it. And so we go into 24-7. You can imagine that ball on the 1-yard line. Give us 14, take away their final 3, and it's 21-10, which is a 2-score game.
Exactly.
And that's what didn't happen. But we have to come back out and start over the second half anyway.
There were a number of what-ifs in that game. I think we missed Franchon Bickley wide open down the sidelines in front of you. We also, as you mentioned, missing the 40-yard field goal, then a fumble at the 27. I mean, it could have got close at times.
Well, when you play a team on fire like that, you cannot let those opportunities get by.
Right.
You can't let wide open people going down the field for a touchdown when we miss the throw, miss a field goal. Those opportunities you've got to stop. But you cannot let a team like that let those opportunities go by without hitting a couple of them to keep you within the game until momentum turns your way.
Well, the Zips are down at the half. We're going to come back. Our weekly feature, the Zips offensive line, will meet all those big guys right after this.
The difference with Wentz Financial Group is that we do not have a cookie-cutter answer to any of our clients' needs. Every day is completely different in the market, and every client situation is unique. We value the opportunity and responsibility to manage the hopes and dreams of our 3,000 customers nationwide.
Come see the difference Wentz Financial Group can make for your financial future. Wentz Financial Group. Investment management for your lifetime.
I imagine everyone to be my mother, my father.
Truly give of yourself, to give of your heart.
I just treat them like I would want to be treated.
To feel like they're a welcome guest of ours.
Being genuine, by showing compassion for others.
By going above and beyond.
You're not just there as a provider, but there to help them on a personal level.
With every patient, every day, Summa Health delivers personal, life-changing care.
Welcome back to University of Akron football with head coach Terry Bowden. Coach, every football team I've been around seems like that offensive line is one of the closest groups on the team. They eat together, they party together. They're a good group.
Yeah, and they need to be close because offensive linemen, they don't act individually. They block in combination blocks. They work together. They're also usually not the stars or the superstar athletes of the team. They're the blue collar guys that have to work hard to make their place on the football team, and so naturally they stick together. But we've got a good group of guys. They've gotten better each and every week, and they're very close knit. It's good to see those guys each week work together and play together.
It's amazing how much pride they take on the offensive exploits of a football team. The running backs, they like that.
Yeah, I mean, offensive linemen, they don't get a lot of headlines in the newspapers, but when you run well, it's because of what they've done. If the quarterback has a good day, it's because they protected him. And so, it all begins up front in the offensive line and the defensive line, and I'm awful proud of our guys and what they do. They're also very good in the classroom. These guys are not problems. They're great students. They're great representatives of Akron, and they do a great job together building our offense around them.
Right now, let's meet those young men that play in the offensive line for the Zips.
We've got a good group of guys. As you probably know, we've got a group that's led by a bunch of seniors that we have back, and they've done a great job of working together and getting better every day.
I just think our line gels as a whole because we've all been together for a long time as a whole. It doesn't really matter how many starts you have. We've been playing as a unit for over a year now, so we've been able to work together and get better every day.
I think we improved a lot in our pass game. We're a lot more confident in each other and bumping everything off and blocking everyone. And we're a lot more confident in the running game because we believe each other a little bit more because we played for 2 years now.
We get along great. We hang out a lot after every game. We usually always together, go out together. We do everything as a unit.
Just been working hard. Just trying to get better as a team, honestly. Trying to reach our goal.
The line's gelled well. You know, these guys have been together for a while now, and even when we have a guy that's, you know, that goes down, the next guy steps up, and that's been our kind of what we've believed in all year. So when guys have gotten hurt, we've tried to not miss a beat, and the next guy stepped up and played.
I played center my entire life until last year was my first time moving to guard, so it's kind of just back to how it used to be for me.
It's a great opportunity I got to experience. My first college start, it was a great experience, and I enjoyed every bit of it.
I mean, I just think we just got to improve as a whole team every day. I mean, I'm not going to talk about individuals because we just got to improve the run game, the pass game, improve everything.
It's been great. I mean, just trying to get better every day, try to help everyone as a team come together and just be a family. I'd love to win a MAC championship and go to a nice bowl game somewhere.
Obviously, Coach, you look for big men to play the offensive line. What are some of the other traits you look for in an offensive lineman?
Well, you know, you got to be intelligent because you have a lot of assignments. You got to react and block a lot of different people right at the last moment. And then I look for quick feet. You know, you don't need to run very far. Your game's played within a five-yard radius.
Sure.
But you need to have good feet, which you can move around and balance yourself. Be big and you be fairly smart because you've got to work with other people and combine your block with other blocks.
And I would guess that's the toughest transition from being a high school football player to the offensive line at the D1 level. That takes a while to adjust.
Usually does. Most of the time you redshirt these guys. They don't play as freshmen. They kind of learn the system. They learn what's expected of them. And you want to see a lot more guys playing in their fifth year than in their first year.
Exactly. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we'll take a look at Stephen Hack highlights up at the Glass Bowl in Toledo right after this.
At the Wentz Financial Group, listening to clients, understanding their needs, evaluating their risk tolerance, and finding solutions to help them meet their goals is our ultimate responsibility. Because at the end of the day, we treat every client like their family and manage every dollar like it's ours.
Come see the difference Wentz Financial Group can make for your financial future. Wentz Financial Group. Investment management for your lifetime.
Our strength is our legacy.
Boundless innovation, fueled by our tradition.
At the University of Akron, our path forward is here and now.
Every day, we push ourselves to do what others won't. Akron raises champions.
Akron nurtures genius.
Because just when you think we're finished,
we're just getting started.
That's what makes us
the University of Akron.
Right now, let's go back up to the Glass Bowl on Saturday afternoon. The Zips against the Toledo Rockets. Second half highlights brought to you by Summa Health Systems. Coach, a long way to go in this game. We're down at the half, but plenty of time to get back in it.
Yeah, but you know, we come back and we have the ball. We've got to come back and get the first score. We make a nice catch there, but we're 1 yard short of the first down. Nice job right there. Brian Rinke out of Copley High School makes the tackle for a loss right there. Their quarterback comes back, makes a nice throw underneath and outruns us to the goal line for the touchdown. So they come back, and that's what you don't want to happen. They've got the lead. They come back and get a score. But at that point, we really play them pretty even from this point forward.
Right.
And we just played from so far behind. Nice catch right there. Another catch. One of Trevon Chapman's 6 catches for 70 yards. Right there you see Van Edwards making the run up the middle for a nice gain. The drive going through. That's a 4th and 1 right there. That's our Wildcat offense on a 4th and 1. Coming back and making that play. Here we've got a drive going now. You know, you're trying to get back in the game, getting down the 22-yard line. Our running back, Deltron Sands, fumbles the football. We haven't had a lot of fumbles out of our running backs this year. He fumbles the football. They come back, makes the nice play for the touchdown pass, 38-7. Boy, just tough right there. You want your guys to keep fighting, keep working. We come back, make a nice drive right here. You'll see us come back. We match them touchdowns in the end, but like we keep saying and going back, when you get yourself behind early, it's hard just to match people for points is not going to get you close to winning a football game. It says a lot about the character of your football team. Nice run, nice push by that offensive line that we talked about earlier in the show. Come back, make a nice throw. There's Quadarius Smith making the nice catch right there. He comes back, hits one right there to Franchon Bickley, who runs for another first down right there, keeping the ball moving down the field. There's a nice touchdown pass to Trevon Chapman. Makes a nice catch in the goal line for the catch, 38-14. Good job there, keeping the drives going. They come right back, though. Nice tackle right there, almost in the backfield, I should say. Josh Ward makes the top stop right there. Is their backup quarterback now. Goes out there, John Lako, making a nice tackle for no gain there. Hold them to a field goal right there instead of getting in the end zone, so it's 41-14. Trading touchdowns for field goals. Now we come back with some of our backups, and I want to see some of our guys get some work done right here. We're getting down to the closing minutes of the fourth quarter. Robbie Kelly does a great job. He's 5 of 6 throwing the football. Those are Devon Chapman right there. He sets back right there. Nice throw again. That's a third down reception right there. Makes a good throw on third down. Watch him throw this about 50-yard touchdown pass. Quadarius Smith gets knocked out of bounds. He comes back in, stays with his route, and makes the touchdown catch. 48-21 as the final score there. So, again, players fought hard, played hard. We've said it too many times. You can't go down 21-0 and come back and beat a team like Toledo in Toledo.
A couple highlights, though. Trevon Chapman, who we'll meet here in a second, gets his first touchdown as a Zip. And Robbie Kelly, who came in from Quincy College over there in Illinois, came in. It looks like he's a pretty good backup.
He is. You know, Cato Nelson, we haven't talked about it, but he's got a banged-up knee. He'll be back in a week or so. But Robbie Kelly, who's our other quarterback who transferred in from Quincy University, did a great job coming in. So we've got good backups. If something happens to Tommy Woodson, we've got some backups that can play, including the performance that Robbie Kelly did Saturday.
Right now it's time for Whatever It Takes moment of the game, brought to you each week by Bryant Heating and Cooling. We mentioned Trevon Chapman. Coach, he is a guy that came in as a quarterback, went to wide receiver, and he's been a pretty good receiver for you.
Yeah, caught 6 catches, was our leading receiver this weekend. That's his touchdown. First touchdown catch as a Zip. Nice job there, working hard to get open in the end zone. He's done a great job for us. He's a real leader of our football team. He's gone through a lot as a football player. And when he transferred in from the University of Pittsburgh, he played at Kent Roosevelt there in the Akron area. And, boy, did a good job, had a great day on Saturday.
Now it's time for Whose Stock is Rising, brought to you each week by the Wentz Financial Group. We just mentioned this young man. He's a guy that transferred in from Quincy, has graduated from Quincy University. I think he has 2 years eligibility.
Right, he came in with graduated, has 2 years. He wanted to play Division I football. We needed some backups. There's one of his 5 completions. He was 5 for 7, 1 touchdown pass. This one right here for about 47 yards, I believe it was, for a touchdown to Quadarius Smith. And Robbie Kelly in his first really extended performance, I think, got a good full series in. There's another good throw right there to Quadarius Smith. One of his catches again. Did a good job. So good to have him, see him playing well. His mom and dad were in for the game and came down to watch him play. And it was good to see him in mop-up duty in a situation that it was in.
Yeah, congratulations to those two guys. I'll tell you what, we're going to take a break. When we come back, we'll have our Players of the Week for the Toledo game right after this.
Ever wonder what's in a beer? If it's a Bud Light, it's 4 essential ingredients: barley, rice, water, and hops. Here's to the beer you can always count on, brewed to be America's favorite light lager.
It takes attention to detail. With your local Bryant dealer, you're getting more than just a technician. You're getting someone who pays attention to your needs and the little things that make a big difference. It takes a dealer you can rely on. And to keep your family warm this winter,
here, let me show you how this works.
It takes Bryant.
Bryant, whatever it takes.
It takes Sal's Heating and Cooling to keep your home comfortable this winter. Find us at salsheatcool.com.
Well, right now it's time to announce our Players of the Week for the game against the Toledo Rockets. And, Coach, we've talked about a lot of these guys, but offensively, we went with Trevon Chapman out of Kent Roosevelt High School. He continues to be a go-to guy.
Really does. And he's our go-to guy on third downs. Many of these catches, he had 6 of them for 70 yards. Many of them were on third down. He's been a guy we can depend on. 210 pounds. He's an outstanding athlete, hard worker, a great leader, and catch time and time again. There's a big catch for his on third down. That one was 1 yard short on a 3rd and 16. He made a nice catch there. Here he is catching another. Those are all tough inside routes over the middle where you know you're going to get hit as you catch the football. He does a good job. Watch this one. Touchdown right here. Makes the catch. Good job for his touchdown catch there. Trevon Chapman, he's done a great job of transferring from quarterback to wide receiver.
And I think he's going to get better. Now, he still has 4 games and maybe some postseason, but he's going to be a key guy down the stretch.
He sure has been. He continues to be a leader on the football field.
Defensively, we went with Ulysses Gilbert, the young junior linebacker out of Florida. He continues to be an outstanding player. Had 3 solo tackles, 5 of 6, plus an interception return for 14 yards. He is a guy that is really developing into an outstanding player.
Yeah, there's an interception right there on the deflection. Great job intercepting the football, being around. It gives us a chance early with the turnover right there. And he continues just to make tackles all over the field, makes plays, got great speed. It's hard to outrun him, and he's just all over the field. But good job of Ulysses Gilbert again, one of our leading tacklers, our leading tackler on our team, one of our leading players.
He does a great job on coming up and supporting the run and also on pass coverage.
Yeah, he's got enough speed to cover receivers, but he's also strong enough and physical enough to make a lot of tackles on the running game.
And the nice thing about that, he's got another year left. He's only a junior.
That's right. He's going to get better and better, I'm sure.
Special Teams Player of the Week, we was senior Van Edwards, returned 3 kicks for 66 yards with a long return of 25 yards. This is one of them, Coach, right here.
Well, he made good use of his returns. They kicked the ball mostly into the end zone, but he made some nice returns. That went up to the 28-yard line on that return in our special teams. We had good returns. This is one of the last tries we had. We had the ball in the end zone. We hope we can make a play, breaks a tackle right there, works up the field, gets right out to almost a 30-yard line again right there. So he did a good job getting us good field position when he returned the football.
What's the rule of thumb, Coach, for those return guys? In the end zone, take a knee?
We leave it. We leave it in there because 25-yard line is what, late in the game, we needed something big to happen, and we were behind, and so we asked him to return it. But we're one of those teams, I believe, philosophically, that you bring the ball out to the 25 any opportunity you got, because statistically, you don't get the ball out beyond the 25 very often if you return it from the end zone.
As we said, the Zips are back home on Saturday. It's an 11:30 kickoff. Buffalo comes to town. All the goals are still there. Really, the second season begins Saturday. We're back to talk about Buffalo right after this.
I trust them. I've trusted them with my life.
I don't know if I would be here today without all of their help and their support.
They were out of this world fabulous.
They treated me like I was a guest more than a patient.
The caregivers really are the true rock stars, aren't they?
Every patient deserves and should have the care that I'm getting at Suma.
I'm cancer-free because of them.
With every patient, every day, Suma Health delivers personal, life-changing care.
The difference with Once Financial Group is that we do not have a cookie-cutter answer to any of our clients' needs. Every day is completely different in the market, and every client situation is unique. We value the opportunity and responsibility to manage the hopes and dreams of our 3,000 customers nationwide.
Come see the difference Wentz Financial Group can make for your financial future. Wentz Financial Group. Investment management for your lifetime.
Well, the Zips come back to InfoCision Stadium on Saturday. Buffalo comes to town. And, Coach, really, you can take a look at this. It's almost like a 4-game season right now. The 4 final games of the year will determine where we go.
Well, we said before the season that it almost always comes down to your 4 Eastern Division games played in late October, early November, and that's what we've got. We just need to focus on one game and one game only, and that's Buffalo. A big game for us, a divisional game that we've got to play. We're playing it at home. I think 3 of our 4 games are at home to finish up the season, and each one we have to take one at a time and play the best we can, Buffalo being the one this week that we've got to have.
You know, the players are probably more resilient than the coaches and the fans. They forget about games quicker than we do, but they're ready to go now. They realize what's ahead of them.
Yeah, they really do. I think players are able to put games behind them. And again, in a conference where seldom does anybody win every football game, you've got to go out there and recover. Part of the things that make seasons great is how well you do after a tough loss. And that's what we've got to do. Come back and have a great week of practice, great week of focus. Come out there and play our best football and just take care of what we do, how we play, and then don't worry too much about the other team.
You know, Buffalo's had some injury problems, especially at quarterback, and we may see a local young man from Stowe, Ohio, quarterback Buffalo on Saturday.
Yeah, he's a good quarterback. Now, we're not sure. We got to prepare for everybody being available. I think all their quarterbacks are going to run the same scheme. They're the same type of quarterback. They don't go to a running game with one and a passing game with the other. So they all are going to run their offense. We just got to be ready for whoever shows up.
And of course, Buffalo is coached by Lance Leopold, who had great success in Division III at Wisconsin Whitewater.
He's won a lot of football
Yeah, he
games,
has.
and again, they're trying to get some wins up there too at Buffalo. They're doing the same thing we're doing here at the University of Akron, trying to play for that Eastern Division championship, ultimately the MAC Conference championship.
There you go. Kids, remember, wear a costume to the game on Saturday. You'll get to trick or treat. For head coach Terry Bowden, I'm Joe Dunn. We'll see you Saturday, InfoCision Stadium, the Zips against Buffalo. And remember, go Zips.
Zips Football with Terry Bowden, presented by Wentz Financial Group, was brought to you by Suma Health. It's your health. Let's own it together. Bud Light, the world's famous light beer. Doubletree by Hilton Akron Fairlawn, proud to be the host hotel of Zips Football. By your Akron Canton Bryant Heating and Cooling dealers. The Spaghetti Warehouse, famous for its 15-layer lasagna. And Wentz Financial Group, investment management for your lifetime.